Okay, if we were in school today, I would have done this one example with you. So I want to do it with you just because you haven't seen one yet of when you end up higher up than when you start it, when it's a non-ground to ground. So let's suppose I'm kicking a football, 20 meters per second, an angle of 53.13 degrees. It goes up and it lands on the roof of a building on its way back down, and it lands 12 meters above where it started. Okay, so in the x direction, we'll have Vix is equal to Vi cos theta, and Ax equals 0. And we don't know the delta D. Maybe in the end that's what we're looking for, okay? And in the y direction, Viy will be Vi sine theta, and it will be up. And Ay will be 9.81 meters per second squared, and it will be down. And our delta dy is 12 meters this time, but it's up, okay? So the only thing that changes, so we're looking for delta dx, and we don't know our time. So really the only thing that changes, we're still going to do this as a quadratic. It's just that this time our 12 meters is going to go in as positive. Okay, so delta dy is equal to Viy delta t, 1/2 Ay delta t squared. So this time it'll be positive 12 meters is equal to 20 meters per second sine of 53.13 delta t plus 1/2 negative 9.81 meters per second squared t squared. I'd still take these terms to the other side. So 4.905 meters per second squared t squared. That's 0.8, so this is going to be 16. Bring it over, it's going to be negative. So negative 16 meters per second delta t plus 12 meters equals 0. So then we do delta t is equal to negative b, so positive 16 meters per second, plus or minus the square root negative 16 meters per second squared minus 4a 4.905 meters per second squared c 12 meters. So this time this section is going to be subtracted, not added. 2 times 4.905. So delta t equals 16 meters per second plus or minus on the bottom 9.81 under the root 16 squared minus brackets 4 times 4.905 times 12. So under the root you end up with 20.56 meters squared per second squared. And so when you take the square root, you're going to get two possible answers. 16 meters per second minus over 9.81 meters per second squared, or 16 meters per second plus over 9.81 meters per second squared. So take the square root, 4.534 3 meters per second, 4.534 3 meters per second, and hopefully you notice right away you're going to have two positive times. This one's going to be 11 point something over 9.81, 1.169 seconds, and this one's going to be 20.53 over 9.81, 2.0932 seconds. So then the question is, what the heck do two positive times mean? Okay, so that's why I always want you to do both times out, because there are times when they'll both end up being positive. But now you have to figure out which one do you use? Which one is it that I want? Where do they occur? So take a second, just pause this video, and take a second and think about which one is the answer to this question, or are they both? I'm pausing in case you don't pause the video. Okay, so the question was that you kicked a football 20 meters per second, angle of 53.13 degrees, and on its way back down, it landed on the roof of a building that was 12 meters high. Well, what we found was that there are 2 times when it's 12 meters high, and there is. One is here, and the other is here. So then which one is it we want? Well, the smaller one is when it's here, it's still on its way up. So this one is the actual answer. So then you would use this one to find your delta dx. So you would do delta dx vi delta t, and again, this term will go to 0. So delta dx is equal to, what was that, 20 meters per second, cos of 53.13, and you would use your time of 2.09. Okay, so 2.0932 seconds to get your delta dx. So the other one, it's still on its way up. So plus 9.81 times, that's 0.6, so it's 12. So I think you get something like 25.118 meters, 84 meters. Okay? So I just wanted you to see that example because you will come across a few of them, and I would have done it in today's class. All right, so now I'll post your homework as a separate, just as a list on the Facebook group. Okay?